Welcome to the nation. I am your host, your president, your tour guide, Mr. Monster Mirago. I'm the landlord, the owner, tenant, the janitor. I mops the damn floor. Let's go. I hate to be the one to say this, but Aries Spears is out of pocket. It's my opinion. He was on a show, I think it was the Big Boy show, Big Boy's Neighborhood from California. Salute to Big Boy. Wild love for Big Boy. Him, DJ Had Pause, they were both on the show, and they were, I don't know if DJ Had Pause is a is a regular guest or if he's a co-host or whatever. I don't know. I seen the three of them having a conversation, and in the conversation, they was talking about somebody best this, somebody top this, pause, and Ice Cube's name came up, and Aries Spears persisted to say what he said.
I can't stand Ice Cube. That's crazy. I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting-wise.
Hold on, can y'all hear that? Let me see.
If I'm going, Ice Cube is a...
I can't stand Ice Cube. That's crazy. I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting-wise.
Really?
He's the same.
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now?
Let me tell you something.
So you don't feel Ice Cube as a lyricist?
At all.
Wait a minute. You don't think that...
One of the songs I hate the most, if it comes on, I'm going to shoot the radio. Today was a good day. One of the biggest songs.
That was a good day.
Hey, man.
Hold on, this is Ice Cube's response, because of course I'm a day late and a dollar short and all of that, but this is Ice Cube's response to Aries Spears. He's on another radio station and this happened.
I saw a comedian speaking kind of bad about you, man.
Who's this?
Aries Spears.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah. He said nothing.
Is he a comedian?
Yeah.
He ain't never made me laugh, so I don't know if he a comedian.
Did you hear what he said?
What'd he say?
He said it was nothing about you impresses him. From movies to rapping, nothing at all impresses him. I'm like, wow, like what?
He did say that.
Suckers usually don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that...
Did y'all hear that?
Like,
Suckers.
the people
That's
that...
what he said. Usually don't like him.
They usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's cool. You know, he entitled to his opinion. It's the feeling is mutual. You know, I don't think he on anybody's list of top 10 comedians. You know what I mean? In the black community for sure. I don't even know if he's on the register.
What up, boy, Aries Spears?
So I'm gonna stop right here. From that, you know, Aries stated his opinion, right? Ice Cube heard about it, stated his opinion. Both individuals' opinions were unfavorable of each other, right? That I can agree with. I think everybody can agree with that across the board, right? All right. Aries responded again, and here that is.
Listen, I want to have a conversation with y'all about a word that I think is so overly used and abused. Hate/hater. Because apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hater. If you look up the word hate, it's my picture.
Not funny.
When did we get to a point where unless your opinion, and last time I checked as human beings, we're all allowed to opinions. At what point does it get
That's true.
to where unless your opinion is favorable about a person or a thing and goes with the flow of everyone else, you're a hater? I don't understand.
We've been at that point, but...
Am I not allowed to have an opinion and voice it if it's not in the direction of everybody else?
You already know what this is. You see where we live at right now.
And we were talking about hip-hop and rappers, and Ice Cube came up. And I said, look, man, I'm not
What is that, Vlad TV?
a fan of Ice Cube. Musically or theatrically. I'm not a fan.
Now you hear that? Hold on, let me stop. Now you hear how he's saying that? He said recently he was asked, he did an interview and he was asked, he was like, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. That's not what he said. It's not what he said. That is not what he said. But that ain't all he said. He's trying to be funny. But I'll continue.
Somebody sent me a clip where Ice Cube responded. He was on a radio show and the dude played him the snippet. And the first thing Ice Cube says is, well, most suckers don't like me.
The way I heard it, that was not the first thing Ice Cube said, but I'll continue.
I want to say I never heard of this dude.
He did not say he never heard of him. He just said who. And come on, you're a comedian. We don't understand sarcasm. I'm just saying. Let's just be. He hit you with a who. He never said he never heard of you. At least I didn't hear that part. Maybe I heard an edited version of the interview, but hold on.
Then he finishes by saying, well, he's just not funny. Well, you can't.
Then he finishes by saying he's just not funny. Then he
can't have it both ways.
Well, you can't have it both ways.
How do you know if I'm funny or not?
All right. Aries, respectfully, that's a very weak and childish argument. I'm just saying, right? Because you're a comedian. You know what sarcasm is. And when dude first mentioned your name and he said who, he really could have not heard him correctly. He could have really been like, if somebody told me that Bernadette Price disrespected, somebody told me that Bernadette disrespected me, I'd be like, who? Not because I never heard of Bernadette, but because it would be surprising to me that Bernadette disrespected me. There are other reasons to ask who. You had jokes. Q can't have no jokes because he ain't no comedian. You understand what I'm saying? So the choice, his choice in points to pull apart, in my opinion, wasn't the greatest look, right? Yeah, that wasn't a strong argument. You know what I'm saying? And as far as him saying like things like, you can't say nothing without being, you can't say nothing that's against the grain without being a hater right now. I agree with that, but it's been that way for a long time, and I think he's known that too. He wasn't just born into this world yesterday. But here's the point I want to make. Here's where I'm getting at, where you out of pocket. Because I think this might be the true definition of gaslighting. You say something crazy, right? Somebody responds back to you, and then and now you like, they calling me a hater. What I do? You did not just state your opinion, sir. You didn't just go, I'm not a fan. That's not what you said. That ain't all you said, not by a long shot. We're not slow, sir. You know what I'm saying? You said you hate him. You can't stand. You said every role he do, he sound the same. He's like, you did a whole bunch. You did a whole lot, right? And you think that because you're a comedian, that all that translates to is you're not a fan? I don't think you said that at all at no point during the whole thing. Let me see something.
Me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a
can't stand Ice Cube.
You can't stand Ice Cube.
I'm not a fan.
That's different from I'm not a fan. Okay, you did. Hold on. You said I'm not a fan right after that. Hold on. Let me bring it back.
Me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a
I can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
Harsh.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting wise. Really?
Okay, he did say I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting wise, right? Cool. He did say that.
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now? Or?
He said he sounds the same in every acting. This is edited. Salute to Big Ant the spokesman. I'm playing I'm playing one of his videos right now. Urban Politicians TV. Salute to them, right? So, but he edited out certain parts. But I also saw this someplace else. Everything that he said wasn't in here. He went to he said something like, you give him a job as a gynecologist. He go into Ice Cube voice on some spread them. I don't remember what he said, but I'm reaching right now. But he went to 2 or 3 different situations or acting roles, and he basically did his own bad Ice Cube impersonation. You know what I'm saying? To say that son is the same in every role. The same thing they say about Ice-T and all of that. The same thing that all of the people who, it's what they say about rappers when they act. This is what they do. If they can. They don't say that about all rappers who act. But if they can say that, they pulling that card out the deck immediately. Right? Pause. What I'm saying is, come on, bro. You said all you said was you're not a fan. That's not all you said. You had your jokes. I be telling people, you understand what I'm saying? All the time in these blogs, I be telling people about your tone and all of that. And okay, you have an opinion. Let's just say, regardless of how you slice it, that was your opinion, right? It looks like the fans or people are reacting to your opinion with their opinion, and now you seem upset. So how is it that you like, yo, you can't be mad at me? How is everybody mad at me for blah blah blah? And you mad at them for literally the same blah blah blah. If that makes sense. Yeah, B. I don't like it. I don't like it. And like I said, I hate to be the one to say it. You know what I'm saying? He was cause son was standing up for New York in the video and all of that. But if you don't want slander, then stop trying to be fucking funny all the time. I'm just saying. Excuse me, YouTube. Because in real life, if I'm being honest, right, like Aries, I'm not really a fan of. I'm not a fan of Aries' work either. I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? He's done a lot of things. You know, he's done a lot of things, but I've never really been that big a fan of Son's. You know what I'm saying? Probably, if I'm being honest, like maybe something. See how I just now said I don't rock with your work without being disrespectful? Learn a lesson. If you made it into this video, let me get 4 thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave me a super thanks or Cash App. Cash App's a preferred, but y'all do y'all. Y'all gonna do y'all anyway. Spell things right around here. You know what I'm saying? Cash App tag gonna be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. All of those things. Y'all know how it go. BCC, not BBC. Pause protesters. Get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all, rock on, rock on.
I'm one of the realest you ever gon' see. I ain't come here to lie to you. Niggas done with a lie to you. I get Beanie Siegel's first album, or Paul Pierce even, they are the truth. I'm sick and tired of you, you comical when I'm not in the mood for jokes. You are not a goon, not a shooter or a rider. You shoot off your mouth and you be riding dudes, cock for loot, dude, that's a prostitute.